Well, everybody, in our previous examples, what we have seen was we have developed a couple of examples using ng-for, and now it's time to talk about another destructuring, or you can say the directive properties which are available structure directive, so-called ng-if and ng-switch. I'll take you towards the ng-if and ng-switch first, but before out of both, I would like to discuss about what do you mean by conditional rendering. See, the idea behind conditional rendering is very simple. I would like to render the components only when it is required, or the portion of the contents I would like to make it visible to the user only when it is valid, otherwise I won't show. Think about a shopping cart example. If you add some items in a shopping cart, you will be able to see those. Otherwise it doesn't show off. So in a similar way, we always want to see those. Let's check this out, how this could be visible to us. So in step number 1, in my footer component.ts, I would like to create a new array name called cart equal to, let me have some items here called soap, and here I can say mobile. So we have got 2 items are available in my cart. Now in my HTML file, what I do is I just try to use one we can say a div tag, and so in the first div tag I'll say items in cart. Let me have another div tag and I'll say no items found. So we have got total number of 2 items are available here, items in a cart and no items found. Now the important is, whenever I launch my application, if you see, if I launch my application, I see both the values are present, but the fact is only one items at a time should be visible. It should be either items or it should be no items found, but I can see both because they are not associated with this array before. So what I can do, I have one options with me. If I just use one property of my element, so-called hidden. So if I say hidden equal to, if I put a conditions here and I say equal to cart dot here I say cart dot, sorry, it came here, dot cart dot length is equal to 0, and same thing I try for here also, but in this way. So if I show like this, so you can see items in a cart is shown to me because of items in my cart. Okay, the moment I remove it, you can see no items found. Okay, that's pretty straightforward, and you can see items in a cart. But the big thing is, if I try to inspect the element, and when I say inspect, and if I go down and take a look towards my system, I can say items in a cart is shown, but at the same time no items found is also shown in the DOM. This is something which I can eliminate it, because if the DOM is pretty heavy, okay, so that becomes a quite tedious task for you to maintain such items in a DOM element which are not visible but you're still loading, so that makes your DOM more heavy. So if you can imagine, you have a registration page, and if I'm asking you select your ID card type, whether it is Aadhaar or passport, so their fields are different compared to what the others are offering. So in such cases you will be always expecting one to be visible, but if other which is not visible, if it is also loaded, it makes your DOM heavy. So I personally feel this hidden option may not be as suitable for you to conditionally render. So to make it possible, I would rather suggest you can use another alternative here, which is called hidden. So what I can do is here, if I give you the another alternative here, hidden, which is a directive for me, I say ng if equal to card.length to 0 and equal to 0. Now if I see, you see, both the side I'm saying items in a card, but if I right click and I say inspect, you will see the items which are not saying like no items found, it is not loaded in my DOM. But here you see it is loaded. But in my case of ng if, the other element is not loaded. So though both are showing you the same outcome in your browser, but behind the scene the actual game begins. You see, the contents which are not visible are not even loaded in a DOM. That makes your DOM far easier and more better. So I hope you understood the real meaning behind which one to use. Okay, now we are clear about the difference between ngIf and the hidden. So I can show you even better example which can give you the idea of for and if, because we have already gone through about the for, we already gone through about the options of if. So let's see the example of for and if together. I'm sure they're going to give you the more better conditional rendering situation. So what I do is I remove all, and in my components I just create a new array here called people. Okay, this is my array, and here I'm providing one property called name, and give the name called Anna, and you give the age is called 30. I copy the same, okay, rather than Anna I say Michelle 33. I give Diana age 29 and Sam age 32. So different age groups are available to us, okay, with property called name and age. Now what I do is here in my if and for example, I'll go to my footer HTML page, and here I use an UL, and under this I use li. So in UL what I need to offer it now, I say star ng for equal to let person of people, and within this li I'm using one condition called star ng if equal to person, okay, dot, there's one property called age is less than what, 30. That means get me those people those age is less than 30. Okay, that's the condition. Okay, as of now what we're providing it, and here in my li I'm printing their name and age. So person dot name person dot age. Let's see, we can see I got only one username called Diana. Hope you're clear. So if I just give greater than 30, so we have got 2 more members coming up. Okay, that situation comes under the category of conditional rendering. So I'm sure we are pretty clear about our idea about how this condition really works. Yeah, so if conditions, I'm sure that you're pretty clear. In a similar one, we also have a property like in what? Our switch. So let's see how we can utilize a switch conditions too. That was an if. If in case if I would like to use a condition called switch, what I would do is I would like to add one more property along with this so-called country. Okay, so we just say USA, then I can say Australia, then we can say Hong Kong, then we say UK. So multiple conditions we have it. Now in such case we would like to provide some conditions, like how in my HTML this is the way we have defined it. Okay, I define the again UL tag, and here I say switch example. I have a got UL tag with me. In this UL tag we have a call star ng4, okay, equal to here let same person of people. Okay, now here with this condition we would like to use a switch case now. Continuation to the same, and what I said ng switch, and with this ng switch I say equal to person dot country. Okay, so here it is getting closed, and within this UL tag I'm using li. Okay, and within this li say star ng switch case equal to UK. Okay, then we may provide what? Some class in the sense like I may apply some dynamic styling. Now remember, this is where exactly you can dynamically offer some CSS classes too. So in my CSS, if I create a one, like we have got paragraph, I can also create a new class name called what? Text hyphen success. Okay, here I said dot text hyphen success, and now you can provide, sorry, so this is my class which I've created it, text hyphen success. Okay, so we can provide some conditions here. I remove the paragraph whichever you created earlier. Okay, and here in my text success I can give the color. I can say color blue. This is the first class which you have created. Okay, like this I can create one more, call dot text hyphen danger, and here you can say color purple. So like this kind of colors we are creating it now. So I say li switch case equal to what by uk. So here I would like to provide one class equal to text hyphen success, and here I provide this two details like this. With my first UL tag, under this the condition is defined. Likewise, I can take another li tag danger if it is like this. So let's check what happens. Now you can see the color is changed. Can you see this? So for those who are UK, the color changed to something. So here the color changed to what? Purple. If you change the color to what? Red, you see. So this is how the dynamic styles are also being applied. Okay, so I'm sure that you understood how this two different cases which we have used. One is called ngIf, and we talk about what an ng switch works together. Here we have got one more feature available here in my current use case, and that is called ng template. ng template can be again another alternative which you can consider it on place of traditional ngIf technique, and that's really simple and straightforward. Okay, so what you can do if you are suppose using this ng switch into your case, so there are certain situations you can attach it. Like what? Let's take an example of ng template. So ng template contains some group of elements together. That means it contains a group of HTML elements together which can be rendered on certain situation. Okay, like how? See this example, the one which you have created here. Okay, you see showing this messages. I can copy the same message here and print it here. Okay, I say ngIf person is greater than 13. So if you see like we are writing this message just like over here. Okay, we can make it much more better. Okay, so we can use this conditional rendering here. Okay, and I say if this look and feel it happens like this, then do this, otherwise do that. So in such situation, I would like to go back to my previous example, like in my header section. If I remember, I was using this ng4. In my TS, I'm already having some users are available, which is nothing but an array. So in my HTML, you see I have got some list of records with me. Okay, so here I can use one div tag here, and below this I'm using ng hyphen template. I copy the same and paste it below. In ng template I use hash show. It is just an ID name, hash no show, and if I type anything here, okay, it won't be visible to the browser. You see, they're not loading in a browser unless the conditions are matched, otherwise they won't. Now you can see I'm showing you this UL tag. What I can do rather is I can copy this UL tag completely and put it under where? Under this ng template. Okay, and here I say no user. So this will be shown when I have got user is empty. This will be shown if I have seen some users. So here I can use one situation here by saying star ng if equal to Now I'll use a condition. What is the name? My users. We say if my user dot length is greater than 0, okay, then show, else no show. See how amazing it is. Show means it is an ID of this, clear, and no show means ID of this. Now if I just show my code, you see my outcome is still visible. You see my outcome is still visible, no problem. But the challenge is right now, in case if I have got no user is available, suppose in my TS, okay, I'm having my users. What in case if my users have got no record left? Okay, I'm here till, okay, this is what my users is. If my users have got no record, they say country does not exist, never, something like this, they will be able to show that. Okay, so in such cases you will be able to see this message called what no user found. But as of now I have got the users, clear. It is telling me what the users details, but in case if the users are not available, so it will clearly show no users found. So this is once again a typical way of how you can make it more better.